Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to CaveTalk. I'm your host, Max Castro.
And I'm your co-host, Ty Long.
And I'm back again. I know you guys look forward to this
Back
week.
in black.
It's way better
Marshall
than
Beer.
last week. Because, you know, or the other person that comes on here isn't as good.
You guys got beef?
I'm just better.
Oh, okay. I understand.
His fun facts are better.
Yeah,
Factory,
did we have a fun fact last week?
I don't know.
I feel like we didn't.
It was about the elephant
Yeah,
one.
we did.
It was the elephant one.
Was it?
No, it
No.
we did have one.
I don't remember.
It was the lollipop one. It takes
Oh, yeah, that's right.
1,000, I don't know how many
Yeah.
1,000 to get to the middle or something.
Oh, yeah, that is
Wasn't
what
it?
it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know if you guys want to see Clee do that.
I hope you can't hear my dog.
It's all right.
Okay.
That's good protein.
Yeah, it's fine.
So what are you guys thinking about the NFL free agency right now? It just opened up, and it's been a little crazy.
Patriots, baby, we got Juju.
Yeah. Who else? Did you guys sign someone else? You signed a
Yeah, we
running
got
back, didn't you?
Jasicki, and we got James Robinson. Patriots have actually made a lot of moves.
I know the Bengals got a tackle finally.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Joe Mixon and Jamar Chase are going to prison.
I'm just glad they finally spent some money on some O-line so Joe Burrow doesn't get killed anymore. So.
You got one lineman.
We have 3 other good ones.
Yeah, what
We
happened
just
to him
need
last year?
tackles.
No, they sucked.
We got rid of Jonah Williams. He ain't no good.
I don't know who that is.
Who's like the big name in this
Exactly.
year's free agency?
The biggest name is probably right now.
Like 3 big
Quarterbacks.
names.
Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he's not even in free
yeah,
agency though.
Ain't he want to go
That's
back
true.
to the Jets and
I
play this
think,
year? I've
yeah.
seen someone.
You know what's crazy? Brett Favre also went to the Jets after Green Bay,
I thought
and they
he
have
went
like
to the Vikings.
no. Well, he went to the Jets too. He played for the Jets.
I think
He also went
he
to the
ended
Vikings.
his career with the Vikings.
Yeah, but he went to the Jets first, and like Aaron Rodgers and his stats are like super similar if you look at them.
Brett
Like they
Favre
both
was,
have
the
3
turnover king,
MVPs.
wasn't
Well, I think that was towards like the end of his career. I mean, he
Yeah.
played a long time. It's kind of like Tom Brady. You got to
he? Yeah.
balance out or whatever. But
But like Aaron Rodgers went into that. What was it like the
dark
room?
chamber, yeah.
For like
the
a week,
yeah.
to make up a decision, and he decided he wants to play for the Jets. That's what he said, right?
Yeah, he said he was eyeing retirement before
Yeah.
that too. So, and then once he came out, he decided, I want to keep playing football. And then he decided the Jets owner and like the whole crew came out to California where he was, and they like talked to him.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Well, they already got Alan Lazard.
yeah, I know.
They're in their talks, they might get like Randall Cobb
And
for him,
OBJ,
too.
OBJ.
too.
That's what he made a list of receivers he wanted, and it was like Alan Lazard, OBJ, Randall Cobb, and I think there was one more. But I don't
Maybe
know
a
who it
tight
was.
end, maybe?
It might have been a tight
Yeah.
end. I don't know.
Then you got Lamar Jackson, but
Everyone,
like
nobody wants him right
he's
now.
a restricted free agent, right?
Well, yeah. Well, the thing, yeah, I guess that's
Or
what
they
you would call it.
franchise tagged him, but he's allowed to talk to people.
I don't think they franchise tag. I think he's a restricted free agent. So what that means is that like, if he signs with another team, then
The
the
Ravens
Ravens
can
have
match
5
it.
days to
Yeah.
match it. So nobody wants to sign him right now because even though Aaron Rodgers said the Jets, so I think that's over.
I don't
but,
think he's going back to Green Bay.
Well, I know he's not going back to Green Bay, but other teams were trying to hope to get Aaron too
Yeah.
in a trade. But like, I think it's set on the Jets now. So maybe teams will start asking Lamar if they want him, because I think Lamar Jackson, if he went to the Detroit Lions, because did you see Jameson Williams liked a tweet? Yeah, it said somebody tweeted something about Lamar Jackson going to Detroit. We need a better QB than Jared Goff, this and that. And Jameson Williams liked that tweet. And last year, Jameson Williams was like upset with not getting, even though he was hurt for most of the season, but he was upset whenever he came back, not getting enough targets from Jared Goff and saying he wasn't in the offense. And he verbally like said this, he doesn't like it, how he's not getting as much targets. And he's a playmaker, so honestly, I'd rather have him probably than Jared Goff.
I think he's gonna be good.
Because Jared Goff is like replaceable as a QB.
Yeah, for sure.
He's like not a QB
He's
that's
an
a star.
average QB.
He's like he's a
He's
system
replaceable.
quarterback.
Yeah.
He just, you can put him into a system and yeah, he might do good, but he's not going to make that offense any
superstar
better.
that's
Yeah,
gonna-
it's kind of like you could stick him in the 49ers offense and he'd look amazing, but you stick him in like New England or even like Cincinnati and he's not going to do as well as like Joe Burrow or
Yeah, for
Mac
sure.
Jones isn't doing well in New England either because they don't really have a system.
Bailey Zappi or Mac Jones.
I like Bailey Zappi better, but I mean Mac Jones isn't bad either.
Mac
he just
Jones is more
doesn't. Neither
experienced.
they don't have any weapons.
Where'd
New
Jimmy
England
G
doesn't
go?
have any- He signed with Vegas,
Yeah.
Okay.
and they got one of my
They
receivers.
went from a mid.
Oh, really?
They got Jacoby Myers.
They went
Jacoby
from a
Myers
mid
there.
quarterback to another mid quarterback.
I mean,
Like there
Derek
was
Carr
no
is pretty
really
good.
any improvement in that.
Derek Carr was a whatever. He made
He
the
was
Pro
decent.
Bowl.
Like one year.
What even happened to him?
the
He's-
Vegas
I don't
benched
know.
him at the end of the season,
Yeah.
and then they were like,
and then he made the Pro Bowl.
yeah, and he wasn't even like bad is the thing. I think they just wanted something else because they've had him for so long and they haven't had real success. But you got to look at the people around him.
Yeah.
Like he's got Josh Jacobs, but he's never had a real. His best receiver is like Hunter Renfrow.
Well, he just had Devontae Adams this year.
Yeah, but still, I mean, Devontae
Does he
Adams
not
isn't
look
like he's good, but
They was
Devontae
even college
Adams.
teammates.
I don't know. You can't just have one really good receiver and then have every other receiver like suck almost.
Yeah, I guess.
And Hunter Renfrow had injury problems all season this year too.
And Darren Waller. He was
Exactly.
injured
So
all
who
season.
did he really only had Devontae Adams? And if you only have one receiver, then
Yeah.
who you gonna like? You can't target him every time. And he
True.
tried to. He threw it like a couple games I've seen that he threw it like 17 targets to Devontae Adams, which is insane. I mean, you can't just have one receiver.
Yeah. What do you guys
Gotta have
think
other
about
options.
the Cowboys cutting Zeke?
I seen it coming. Tony Pollard's more
That's
explosive.
crazy.
I think everyone did.
I mean, Zeke's only an end zone threat, really, or a red zone threat. I mean, if you look at it, like he has no explosive plays for him.
Yeah.
He's just been.
He's kind of like slowed
Right
down. He doesn't like have that explosiveness.
He's
anymore,
not even
really.
like. I think his prime's definitely over. I think he's a backup running back at this point. I mean, this year they said he was the starter, but in all reality, I think Tony Pollard was more.
I
of a
mean,
starter
but Tony
over Zeke.
Pollard and Zeke's two different backs. Like,
Yeah, but Zeke used to be like Tony. He used to
Yeah.
make those big plays like Tony Pollard does now, and now it's like
yeah,
Zeke
true.
doesn't do that. He's more of like a Jamal Williams almost, which is why he could be a backup back and be good somewhere. But he needs to fit a system where
Yeah.
they don't need a star back. And I think if it wouldn't have been for as much money as he was getting in Dallas, then he probably could have been the backup for
Yeah.
Tony Pollard.
I mean, because he's definitely not washed. Like, he still can play in the league, but
But he's also injury prone.
he's starting to decline a little bit.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
he's
he is
also
kinda-
injury prone.
yeah,
though.
true.
I mean he sat out how many games? I know Clee loves Zeke because
sat
of
a
how many
bunch of
games he
games.
sat out this year. Clee always gets him in fantasy, and he's like,
Clee's a big Cowgirls fan. He
yeah,
loves
he
them.
Clee's
His last
whole
play as a
entire.
Cowboy was one to remember for sure.
Wait, what?
His last play as a Cowboy.
Oh yeah, that was
At the
crazy.
playoff
What did he
game.
do?
He played center.
He played center.
and got like
He got
blown
robbed.
out
Oh,
by
I do
the
remember that
tackle.
now.
Yeah.
No, but Clee gets his fantasy team, and his fantasy team is mostly Cowboys
It's
players.
the Cowboys
It-
offense.
And you can't do that for one in fantasy because like then you get no. Everyone's one dude might have a good game, but then the other dude's gonna have like zero because you have two receivers from the same team, and usually only one of them
Yeah.
blows up. But he had like Zeke, I think he had Dak, and then he had like maybe
CD.
the cow. Yeah, he had
he's
CD.
big on CD.
and
he likes Dak,
CD's
too.
good though. Dak
He likes
sucks.
the-
Oh yeah, he loves Dak. He loves Dak. Dak Prescott is his man.
He wish he could never like get traded.
Is
or
he-
anything.
He's
Is
a
he gonna
Dak.
come back to
person.
Dallas.
Who?
Listen, I had to come in here. Dak is garbage. Do not ever listen to that. They need to get rid of Dak along with Zeke.
They did get rid of
No.
Zeke.
CeeDee Lamb is him. He is him.
Yeah, but he doesn't have anyone to throw him the ball.
Well, who's your quarterback gonna be?
Go sit down.
You're gonna start.
mean-
What's the one dude? Who was their backup?
Ben
Cooper Rush.
DiNucci.
Cooper Rush.
Rush,
Cooper
yeah.
Rush, your quarterback this year.
Better than Dak.
Oh, really? You think?
Nah,
I don't think he
he
is.
actually didn't play. Didn't
He,
play that
he
bad
was
at
like
the beginning.
he was like kind of
Okay.
like yeah he was okay. He was like worse than Jimmy G, but like
Yeah.
not by a whole lot. He was like mid.
Going back to Derek Carr making the Pro Bowl. What do you guys think about the like new Pro Bowl? Like the
Oh, the flag football. I thought it was dumb. I didn't even watch it. Like I seen clips of it,
Yeah,
but I
it's
thought it was dumb.
stupid. Like they took like the fun out of it. Like,
Yeah,
they don't want to get hurt anymore, and they made them go to flag
which is
football.
understandable. But the dudes that don't want to get hurt because they're worried for their career or whatever, they sit out of the Pro Bowl. It's not like
Yeah,
they are
exactly.
forced to play in
Like
it.
Derek Carr was probably like the fifth backup. that
Yeah.
got into the Pro Bowl.
Exactly. It's
Yeah. Did you guys ever see that clip of Sean Taylor laying out like a quarterback in the Pro Bowl? Like I wish it would still like it was crazy. Like he just straight up laid out the guy.
I mean, it's kind of going to like an NBA perspective where the NBA guys
Yeah.
don't even try anymore. Like it
Yeah,
used to be,
it's true.
NBA games used to be like the second half used to be competitive.
it's turning
of the
more and
All-Star
more
games.
into a business other than a game now. It's
Yeah,
like
it's like how
everybody
many people
cares
come-
about how much money they make and they don't want to get injured. And
But who's actually going to come to that game if there's no hitting? Nobody wants to come pay $80
I mean,
for
I
a
guess
ticket. And
they
it'd be
kind of
flag
made it like
football.
more of like a fan experience, like more.
Yeah, they do
players
other
than
stuff
fans.
now. Like they had the combine, like the
Yeah.
gauntlet MS type stuff.
Oh yeah, the combine has fans now. You can go
Yeah,
to the combine. And
mhm.
watch.
Wait,
That's
really?
kind of cool. Yeah, that was the first year doing that. That was actually kind of cool.
But that would also suck because imagine how much more nervous a player would be
Oh,
with
for
fans
sure.
there rather than just
I've
doing a
seen a
workout
couple
Yeah.
clips
single.
like they thought it was weird.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't really like that. I mean, you
Yeah,
think
for sure.
you have all those eyes on you now instead of just like it's going to be stressful anyways. But now you got even more pressure with fans
I
there.
mean, I guess it's kind of helps with like coaches and GMs and stuff, seeing how they like Well,
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't
it's
really matter
different,
because they're
though.
in huge stadiums at college.
Yeah, but still, it's just like because you're pretty much getting solo evaluated. It's not like you're on a team. Like a football
True.
team's so big that like
Yeah.
not one person really focuses
Yeah,
on
for
you.
sure.
But now you're doing these single drills and everyone's focusing on you
Everyone's
in that
watching
single
you,
drill.
yeah.
Did you guys
Yeah.
watch the combine?
I watched clips
I was
of it.
trying to
I didn't
watch
watch
I've
the
watched
whole
on
thing.
Instagram too, clips.
What's his face from Florida? Their quarterback did really good.
Yeah.
Richards
Did you
or
see two
whatever.
linemen? Like one of them like tore his hamstring, the other one tore his ACL.
Oh, in the combine?
yeah,
that's
two of
crazy.
them. That's crazy. Like,
Were they playing on turf?
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Was it turf or grass?
No, one was playing. One ran the 40, tore his like hamstring or
Oh,
like
that's
strained
awful.
it or something. And then the other guy was doing like some drill and tore his ACL.
That's awful.
Like,
Jeez.
there's no point for that like lineman to run the 40.
Yeah.
Like, there's never gonna be like a time when they're gonna
Yeah, but
be
if you
running a
got
40-yard
defensive
dash.
linemen, I think there are.
Yeah, but it was both offensive line.
Okay, yeah. I don't think an
I mean, there's
offensive
no really
lineman.
point. I mean, you need,
Unless
like,
you're doing a screen.
yeah,
But even then, you don't really need to do the 40-yard
yeah,
dash.
you need like a 20-yard dash.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you're not going to do screen's not
Yeah,
going to
for
get
sure.
you that
And
far.
like offensive lineman, you just need like quick little movements.
Mhm.
You don't need like fast, real long like jolts and stuff.
Yeah. Other than like screens and stuff like that, screens and I mean you got to think the pulling too. I mean they got to kind of see the speed I guess for that. But a majority of it, a 20-yard dash would probably be more ideal than a 40-yard
for
dash.
Sure.
Something shorter.
Who you guys think's going number one overall?
Panthers,
Panthers, right?
Yeah, Panthers got it.
Traded with the Bears.
Bryce Young. Bryce Young's your number one
I
overall.
don't think. I think too many people scared that he's too short.
So who do you think?
I think C.J. Stroud.
No, C.J. Stroud's not good. I would put Levis above C.J. Stroud.
Well, they definitely need a quarterback. So I say.
Oh,
they
yeah,
can
they're
take a
gonna-
quarterback.
But I think it's between
What
Levis
about Anthony
and
Richards?
I don't think he
I
would go
think
number
he's too big of a
one.
risk.
Yeah, I think
I
he's
think
like
he's
a number
kind of a
7.
project.
Hmm He's like a 7 or 8 pick.
Yeah.
Wait, how do players get to the combine?
You
Do
just
like an
apply,
invitation?
Invited, yeah.
But you like apply or you like declare for it, and then
Yeah.
if they think
They'll
you're good
accept
enough,
So
then
you
you,
declare for like the draft, basically.
well, yeah, you do
Yes.
declare for the draft,
then you
and then
get
you get
them.
invited if
Yes.
they think you're good enough to come to the combine.
I'm sure.
So
you
what happened
could
to those
probably-
guys who got injured?
I mean,
Do
I've
you
seen
just kinda
the,
like
Because like if you don't get invited
know.
to the combine, then like coaches still can go work you out personally.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be
Oh,
at the
gotcha.
combine to
Bill
get worked out.
Belichick's pretty famous for that.
Yeah,
Like,
he goes
they-
and scouts random
They
people.
have pro days. So like Ohio State has a pro day, and all
Gotcha.
their players can go. Like some of them might not.
Yeah,
get
all the
invited to
Ohio State
combine,
players.
but it's all the Ohio State players that
I
go
got
just
you.
go into the draft.
Instead of like, because combine's just like combine's pretty much what they think is the most elite players.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
sometimes if you know you're going to be a top 10 draft pick, like no, they don't always go to the combine either because they just do personal workouts for the
Yeah.
top 5 teams or whatever because they know they don't need to go to the combine and do all that.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, so they just go and they work out for those top 5 because they know they're going to be a top 5 pick. So they're like just going and working out for those 5 teams instead of going to the combine because they don't
I
need to
gotcha.
show the 32 teams after them, or not 32, but 27 or whatever teams after them, what they have.
You were just talking about that O lineman, like what happened.
yeah.
I seen he did the bench press with a torn ACL, and he
Damn.
did like pretty good. But like obviously he couldn't do anything else other than that because that's just upper body.
Mm.
So
Hey, his draft stock probably, especially with
plummeted. But
oh,
I
he's
mean, you
probably not
can't
even going to
help
get
that.
drafted. Yeah, but you got to think, linemen have bad knees anyways usually.
Yeah.
So like now unless he was like a top 15 pick, he's probably not even going to get drafted until like
Yeah, maybe.
4th or 5th
So that's
round.
kinda-
Because linemen are
shitting on
injury
that.
prone
That
to
sucks.
knees
That does
anyways.
suck.
Yeah.
Like
He probably just
because you
Yeah.
train so hard
Exactly.
for that and to like show your best skills, and you end up getting hurt. Like
yeah, and you can't even
that
really
sucks.
an ACL like a torn hamstring. I feel like you can stretch out a hamstring, and it's like a little bit more you can do to prevent a hamstring tear. But like an ACL, there's like nothing
Yeah,
you can do.
there's
An ACL just goes, and when
Yeah.
it goes, it goes. There's nothing you can do about that. But who says he doesn't tear it a week later after the combine? But at least he already had his stuff in, so they know what he
Exactly.
had. So even
Yeah.
it's still bad either way.
Yeah,
Those are the kind of things that just can happen anytime to anyone.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's all yeah.
just little things like
Mhm.
that. Edwin Diaz,
Yeah,
he was celebrating and towards
They were
the
celebrating after the game,
Like
and,
that's insane.
and he's out for the year now.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, who?
The Edwin Diaz, like the Timmy Trumpets, like the
You know the
his
guy
song.
who came out to the song,
Yeah,
To what?
to my song,
Max's
the one I use
song.
for football.
I don't know. Mm-mm.
he came out to that. Like he's the one that made.
Yeah,
that
he's a
song
closer.
famous.
He's a closer for
Uh,
the Mets,
And he,
yeah.
and the WBC is going on right now, the World Baseball
Who's
Classic.
he play for?
what's the
Dominican
World Baseball
Republic?
Classic?
Just a bunch of countries.
It's all. It's like
Oh,
the
I did see
Olympics
something
for
about that. It's
baseball.
like
Yeah.
Mexico, USA,
It's the
USA.
Olympics
I
for
seen Mike
baseball, pretty
Trout
much.
had like 2 home runs or something against
Canada.
Canada. Yeah,
19-year-old pitcher.
Oh, is that what it was? I don't know. I just
Yeah.
seen it on Sports Center. I was like,
Yeah.
dang,
He plays for Puerto Rico, and they were playing the Dominican Republic like a win or go home game to advance. They win like 6-2 something like that. And after the game, they're celebrating on the mountain. He tore like someone's knee or something like that.
Patella.
Where's he from? He's from Mexico.
Yeah, Puerto Rico.
Oh, really? They beat the Dominican Republic.
They did.
The
So
Dominican
Puerto
Republic's,
Rico
like,
has their own
stacked.
team. Puerto Rico has like it's
Yeah.
Puerto
Every
Rico.
country has their own
Yeah.
team. Yeah.
How many countries are in it though? Like is there any European countries?
They had like 3 groups, I think.
3 or 4
Four.
groups. It's kind of like the World Cup.
4 teams each.
Okay, so wait, is the World Series? Who won last year?
The Astros.
And when does baseball start again? Like
They start-
MLB.
They're playing
Spring training's
training
right now.
So when does the season start?
Last week of opening days is 13 days from today.
And how often does
Giants.
this World
Maybe
Baseball?
like 4 years.
So it's almost like it is
Yeah, it
like
is
the
like,
Olymp-
yeah.
And I mean,
Or the World Cup.
Well, yeah, okay.
It's
The
like
World
the
Cup's
World
4
Cup.
years too.
Yes.
Okay. So who's number one? Who do you think's the best team
I
right
think
now?
Japan.
I mean, USA won last time.
Who they got beat already, didn't they?
Who?
In the pool, USA.
Yeah, Mexico.
Who's in their pool?
beat them.
Mexico beat them.
It was
Is Mexico good?
It was USA. It was Mexico, Canada, Great Britain, and Colombia.
Okay. So how does the pool, like, how does the player pool work in this? Is it like different leagues all across everywhere, or is it just like MLB
No, it's
players?
country.
No, it's
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Oh, so like it. Okay, so
like,
like,
Mexico has players
like-
from like the Mexican League. They have some players from MLB.
so
They-
it's okay. So it's yeah. It's
What's
just like
that
you
team?
play for your
There's
country.
one team.
Yeah, there you go.
What team was it?
Oh, New Zealand? No, I forget. The Czech Republic.
Yeah, something like that.
The Czech Republic.
They did like a
None of them
TikTok.
professional
They're
baseball
like,
players.
they're like, hey, what you do for a living? And this guy's like, electrician. This other guy's this and that. But no one plays baseball.
like,
at
one
all.
Really?
was like,
So are they
I'm
real
a
bad?
teacher. No, they won.
They won.
Who'd they beat?
I forget who they beat.
I've no clue. But
South Korea?
they won. They won a good
But
game.
they like weren't supposed to win.
So who would you say is like the top 4 teams of this?
Japan's the best. Right?
Japan.
Who does
They were all
Japan
happy.
have? Japan have their own
Shohei
league.
Ohtani.
Who's that? Oh, the Astros. Not the Astros. The Angels.
The Angels.
Angels
They have-
pitcher. I know
mean,
who that is.
They have good players.
They have
He's
another
a
band.
he's a batter, isn't he?
And a pitcher, both ways.
Who's where's the best pitcher from? So the best players are most likely from the MLB, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
The best players overall are
Yeah.
going to be from the MLB.
Like the U.S. team, their team's stacked.
because they have all MLB
They have
players.
like an all-star team.
But they don't have that
But they
good
don't
of
have
pitchers.
pitching.
Yeah, that's what.
Why don't they have pitch? Why wouldn't isn't like does
'Cause
Clayton
the-
Kershaw and like David Price and them not play, or are they
Kershaw
washed
was
now?
supposed to play, but he just
Are they still good? Like I don't know. I haven't
They're
really
just
paid
getting
attention.
old.
to
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that's what I'm
getting
saying.
old.
I don't know how old these guys are
Price
because I
is
haven't
getting
played
old.
baseball
Price-
since like
a lot of guys are getting old.
Yeah.
I used to play MLB games, but now I don't even like do that. Like I think the last MLB game I played was like 2018. So other than that, like I don't really know anything about
And you see,
players.
a lot of
who are
guys don't
good.
play because they're afraid like they're gonna get injured. and
Mike
all that
Trout's probably
stuff.
pretty old, isn't he?
He's 20.
No,
he's
he's-
like 29.
He's 20 something, yeah.
Is he real
Like
injury
30.
prone?
Huh?
Is he? Does he get injured a lot or
Kinda, but
something?
He just doesn't really
He
have a
just-
good team.
he
It's
just
literally
plays-
him and Shohei
I
Ohtani.
remember whenever he first came into the MLB, everyone was like Mike Trout, and now I never see anything about him. Which I don't really follow baseball, but still, I
I
feel
mean,
like he's
He
not
just-
as.
He stays consistent. I mean, they just don't.
He's
really
still
get
Who
not
would you say
injured.
the best player right now in the MLB is?
It's either him or Otani.
Oh, Trout's still probably the top player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay,
And
what
they're
about
both on the
Bryce
same
Harper?
team. Bryce Harper, he got injured the offseason, but he was pretty good. I'll say top 5 for sure. Bryce
Okay,
Harper.
who's your top 5 MLB players?
I'll say Otani, Trout, Mookie Betts,
Mookie, I knew
Harper.
Mookie Betts. I knew
Harper.
Mike Trout too, huh? Harper and
and
Judge.
Judge probably, yeah.
Judge is in the
top
top 5.
five.
Judge, I remember whenever he first was like a rookie or whatever, and he was hitting all those home
He was
runs
a
and
really
stuff.
old rookie. He came
But
in the league late.
so was he in the minors before he
Yeah.
came in?
Mm.
How old is he?
He's like 30 something.
I actually looked it up.
How old's that one
I
dude
want to
that
say
you're
he was a
talking
rookie
about?
when he was 29, maybe.
Oh dang, he was that old.
He was in the minors for a while.
So how old's
He's 30.
Okay,
how
so
old's
maybe
the
not
Tawny or whatever the Japan dude?
that. He's younger, isn't
Uh,
he? How long's Aaron Judge been in the league then?
And so Aaron Judge is 30 and Mike
He
Trout's
was rookie of
only,
the year 2017, so he probably made his debut 2017. Or, yeah,
Who,
2017. Judge, yeah.
So how old's a Tawny or whatever?
So I guess
28.
He's 28.
28, and he's probably going to sign a big contract next year. Cause
How old's and you said Mike Trout's only like 27?
No,
Mike
he's
Trout's
older
probably in
than
the 30s, but 31.
Still though, that's crazy because I feel like how long has he been in
But
the
he's
MLB
been
for?
he's been in the
So he
league
was
for a
like
while.
one of the exceptions on young people being in the MLB.
Yes, for sure.
How long does a player usually last in the MLB?
I mean,
It just depends. Like first baseman usually lasts the longest.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Because like NBA, most people will get out of their prime by like 33 is usually the average age of people starting to fall off and
like,
get bad.
What's the Detroit Tigers first baseman? He might have retired like last year.
Oh,
He was in,
Cabrera?
like,
Cabrera, he's
Yeah,
gonna
he-
retire this year. This last
Oh,
year,
okay.
yeah,
but he's like 40 something, isn't
yeah, something like that.
So an average baseball career is like 40 years.
I would say
Or not 40
once they
years,
hit
but-
40, once they hit 40, I'll say that's
Straight out the womb.
that's when they start like retiring, going out.
So I mean, I guess that's like, so that's probably like the oldest.
But then a lot of people are getting in the MLB a lot younger too. Like last week, a catcher for the Padres, he was 16. He was 14 years old whenever he started.
16.
Like the Padres kind of like
How
got
does
on
he
him.
can't even sign a contract?
He was
his
6.
parents had to co-sign it for him.
No, he signed.
You have to be 18.
He signed with the Padres not too long ago. 16 years old. He got $6 million for the signing bonus, and he was playing on spring training last week as a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yes.
16-year-old.
He
Because
was
like I remember
16 years
Kobe was
old.
like 17 whenever he got signed to the Lakers, and his parents had to co-sign for him because he was too young to actually be able to like
But
sign
that's
a
what they
contract.
do. Like the MLB, like teams will sign him early. Like
But he's
Especially,
playing.
especially when they sign like international players. That's
yeah. Like what was he from Mexico?
No, he's from
Dominican Republic.
something like
maybe?
that. Yeah,
So you're gonna go sign with the Giants?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's their
Uh,
minor league team called?
The Giants.
Yeah.
Well, we have like 4 minor league teams. We have like
Dang.
single A,
Yeah.
double A, triple A,
Oh.
low A.
So what's the highest minor
Triple A,
league
I think
team?
it's Sacramento.
But is that like the highest rank of leagues?
Yeah, once you get to triple A, that's
Like next steps in
next
MLB.
steps.
That's so weird. I don't like how that is.
But
Do you get paid
sometimes-
well in the minor leagues?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So you're
It's-
pretty
it's,
much
like,
just
really bad.
so like Judge was probably in the minor leagues for like 8-9 years.
Minor league
getting
players
paid
like
nothing.
struggle to
Was
like.
he in the minor leagues? I don't even know.
I think he was.
Where else
yeah.
would have he have been? Signed on somebody's bench.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know where else he would have been for 8-9. That's crazy. 8-9 years, he was probably making what 30,000,
Maybe yeah.
20,000,
Not
20,
much.
30,000.
They don't make much.
I mean, you gotta
and
think
it
how
might
many
be
teams
like
there are.
one player you're waiting for to retire to take their spot. Like some people get.
Why
stuck
would, can
in the
you like get
minors.
traded from your minor league
I
team
think-
and go to
yeah,
a
you
different
can.
one?
because they're called like prospects.
How often is it that an MLB player gets drafted straight from the NCAA and gets to play, or is that just
Yeah,
never
not that
happened?
often now.
Yeah.
So would it like? I remember
I would say
Kyler
probably
Murray.
like. I say they go through minor leagues at least like a year or 2 maybe.
If they're like really good.
They're like really good.
So Kyler Murray, he got drafted like 9th overall or something in the MLB, and he got drafted first overall in the NFL. He chose the NFL over the MLB. How long do you think he would have been? He got drafted 9th overall, so how or something like that. How long would he have been in the MLB for?
I mean, it just depends if who he was behind. I mean, he might have had like an all-star in front of him. Would he?
But why wouldn't you just go to a different team then?
I mean, you can't just leave. They have to trade you.
You can't like you're not under a contract,
I mean, yeah. You're
so you could leave after 3 years or however long your rookie
Yeah, but I
contract
think they
was.
sign like really long contracts.
Yeah.
Oh, in the minors you
Yeah.
do.
But you can get traded anytime. So
But
Like,
you'd almost
doesn't
want to
matter
get
about-
traded
I mean,
if you have an all-star that's just like 25 or something ahead of you. You would almost want to get traded.
see, they make $400 a week rookie ball. High A and low A 500, double A 600, triple A 700 a week.
700 a week. So what? 7 times 3.
So that's like $16,000 throughout, and they only get paid throughout. The
$2,100 a
throughout the
month,
They
season.
only
pretty
get paid
much.
through the season, so
Yeah.
they're getting 16,000.
And they have to pay for rent.
Yeah, so
they have to
20,000.
pay for everything.
See, that's what's cool about like if you go and play cross seas for like basketball or something or football. It's like everything's taken care of, like your rent, your car, all that's taken care of, and you're just getting money. In some places, you get paid good money anyways. You're getting paid maybe like 80 to 100,000, and everything's taken care of. So you're just racking up money anyways. But then you have no credit score and stuff. But that's still better than
But
having
once
to
you
pay
get to
for
the big
everything.
leagues, that's when the real money comes in.
Yeah, but you better hope you get there.
Yeah.
What if you sit in
Yeah.
there for 13
Wasn't
years?
The Baltimore Orioles like catcher.
Oreos?
Oreos.
Oreos? The Oreos?
I like Oreos. I always
Is that what you?
I used to call them Oreos, the Orals. I don't know. Like, I don't
The
know.
squirrels.
The thing with the duck on it. They're a
That
duck,
little
right?
bird.
Yeah, it's like a duck.
Yeah, what are they
It's
called?
Orioles.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like
their
it looks like a
catcher-
duck. It's orange.
Adley
it-
Rutschman.
Yeah, wasn't he like really young when he came in?
He made his debut this past year.
How old was Buster Posey?
He was 20, I think, when he made his debut.
That's pretty
So
young.
That's pretty young.
Yeah.
That's pretty young. Yeah.
But like the Orioles signed, I mean, they drafted this kid out of high school too last year.
Duh. Oh yeah.
He was Matt Holliday's son,
Yes, yeah.
Ryan, I think it's his name, something like that.
Sorry guys, we had some
Shut
technical difficulties.
Shut up.
Someone forgot to turn the lights on.
Nobody told me. I didn't even. That should be Clee's job. He's the back
Yeah.
behind stage camera guy, and he didn't even. say
Backstage
anything.
crew isn't on their job.
Yeah, he's
on his phone,
watching his
not
phone
even
playing
paying
2K.
attention. He might not even be recording right now. Like we wouldn't know.
Yeah, because he's. Yeah.
He probably doesn't even have a fun fact either for us.
Yeah. Do you have a fun fact?
The fun fact today brought to you by Cleet Porter Mitchell.
Second
Bug,
bugs of
as
the
Rhett
day.
says.
What's up, guys? Fun fact of the day is almonds are a member of the peach family. Did you
What?
know that? Almonds.
Almonds.
Yeah. Wouldn't you think that's
peach?
That's a nut.
That's a nut.
It's part of the
You
That
mean
would
like
make an
you
almond
mean
a
like
fruit.
the nut in the middle of the peach?
Yeah, it'd be like the. What's that called? The middle.
That's what it says.
That can't be right.
Almonds are a member.
Because an almond is a nut and a peach is a fruit.
Is that a reliable source?
Yes.
Are you sure that's not from
where you got your
Wikipedia?
cat urine.
I ain't even looking at my cat urine. That was like one of the first
That was like the
episodes.
first episode. Nobody
Yeah.
probably even knows about that.
I get my stuff from reliable sources only.
That's the
That's
fun.
right. I fact check.
That's why Marshall's better.
So yeah, that's why I'm better.
This guy stinks.
Yeah.
He shouldn't even be on next week's episode. He's done. Oh, we need to get a guest soon. Actually,
Yeah,
let
we're
us know
good.
who you want next as a guest. Cause
We got a couple in mind, don't we?
yeah,
Think
and
about it.
probably start doing guests again here soon.
Mhm.
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah.
NCAA tournament going on right now.
Oh, yeah, March Madness.
March Madness.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
How are your brackets going?
I have one. I have a perfect bracket right now.
Out of
Other
how
than
many?
one
How many
game.
did you do?
I did 25.
25 brackets.
I did 25
Trial.
brackets.
What's wrong with
He
you?
did
Well,
like
okay.
the maximum amount you could.
I did do the maximum amount, but like you could random generate them. So that I did like random generators for like 10 of those
What's the point
25.
of that?
So I did like 15.
He's trying to win that $1 billion.
You get 75K if you win. If your bracket's
On
like
the ESPN one.
yeah,
I
if
was-
it's number one.
I was watching one of the games on there, and like one of the March Madness games, and they said if you get a perfect bracket, it's like $1 billion or something.
Oh yeah, probably. But like I think the number one bracket like gets like 75K or something if they win it all.
Yeah.
But I didn't even enter the. I don't even know. But I have one bracket with one loss. Arizona screwed me. Arizona lost to Princeton. One of my brackets right now is like ranked 359th in the nation, out of like millions. But I don't know because we're not watching it right now. So I don't know if it's going.
Arizona screwed a lot of people. Even Joe Byron had them win.
Princeton beating Arizona. I would have a perfect bracket right now, and we just checked the scores, and I would still have a perfect bracket. I need Creighton to win right now. It's Creighton. Who was the other? Oh, I need Iowa State to beat Pitt, and then I don't know. I think that's all the games.
Isn't
right
Pitt
now.
like the oldest team in the March?
I don't know.
Madness or
Pitt's
something?
actually. They said that Pitt kind of got screwed over because like they were in the
They
ACC.
had to play in a playing game, didn't they?
Yeah, they did,
That's
and they said
kind of
that's
crap that their 11 seed has to play a playing game.
well. I think that's normal, but like
It is, but that's kind of.
I don't
crappy.
think Pitt should have been that. Pitt was number 3 in
Who's
the
ranked
ACC.
number one?
Number 1 is Houston.
Houston.
The 4 number 1 seeds is Houston, Kansas. Who are the other 2?
Purdue.
Purdue, and there's one more.
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama. Those are the 4 number 1 seeds overall. I think Purdue's the most likely to get upset. I don't think Purdue's that good. They had the best player in the nation, but he's like 7-1 or something. But
Zach Edey.
yeah, but he's not like that's all that they have in my opinion. I don't think Purdue's like a great team. I think they just have the best player, and I think they'll get beat.
Arizona's.
Houston-
Go ahead.
Houston's pretty solid, but I don't know if that's Sasser is playing or
Yeah,
not.
he twisted his ankle or something.
No, he hurt his groin
Oh,
in their American championship game,
yeah.
and
Against Cincinnati.
Memphis
right?
Memphis beat him.
Oh, really?
He tore it against. Or no, he did. He hurt it against
Yeah,
Cincinnati.
okay.
But then they still won that game, and then they went to play Memphis, and Memphis beat them in the championship game.
So who you got winning it all?
I'm gonna say
Who you
I
have in
don't-
your bracket?
if in the bracket that I have perfect right now,
Yeah.
I have Houston winning it, or not perfect, but one game off.
Is
I
you
have.
think that's going to be it?
I mean, if Sasser's playing, I think they have a pretty good shot. If Sasser's not playing, then I'm gonna go with probably Alabama will probably win it if Sasser's not playing. I think Alabama or Houston have the best shot. I mean, but you also got to think one of them's going to get upset. I just hope it's Alabama, not Houston. But if Houston, I don't know if that Sasser guy's playing. I need to check that because they had a pretty close game last night with whoever they were playing. They were playing a 16 seed, and they only beat him by 12. So that makes me think that he's not playing.
Yeah.
What about you, Marsh?
I got the Bruins of UCLA.
UCLA had 2 dudes hurt too. I don't know if they're playing either.
Yeah.
They got hurt, and they're against Oregon.
I think they've been playing pretty good, and they got beat by North Carolina last year. It was kind of.
I mean, they
tough
got
loss.
They have Amari Bailey. They have Tiger, and then they have that. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's got longer hair. No, that's Tiger.
Oh, okay.
That's Tiger, and then you got Amari Bailey, and then you have this white dude. He's like a power forward. He's got like a headband, and he's got hair, and he's probably I don't know. He might be their best player. Amari Bailey's okay, and then Tiger's like a real good facilitator. I mean, he's old. He's a senior, so I mean, but their forward got hurt, like Ibanya or something like that. And he's like a really good defender, and then another dude got hurt, which is another good defender. So I don't know if they're playing now or not, but one of them looked like they broke their wrist.
Dang.
Yeah, so I don't. That's just what it looked like because I was watching Pac-12 championship against Oregon, and they won that, or I think they won that.
I'm pretty sure they won the Pac-12.
Yeah, and he hurt his wrist or whatever. So
That's so crazy. Arizona got upset. That's the biggest upset.
I like Arizona too.
Even
That's what's
Joe
crazy.
Byron had him winning.
Why do you think that's important? Joe Biden is like
The
you can't
president
think.
of the United States picked Arizona.
Yeah, he's one to base your bracket off of. If anything, I'd pick the opposite of whatever he
opposite,
said.
yeah.
I'd be like, okay, he said that, I'm gonna pick this.
Yeah.
Wait, who won the whole thing
True
last
that.
year?
Kansas.
Kansas.
That's why people are picking Kansas to repeat, which it's not very common for a team to repeat. The last team to do it was Florida.
Yeah, see now.
Yeah.
Looking through the past champions. Another team I didn't realize won it twice was UConn. They've won it twice.
That might have been
last,
whenever
10
Shabazz
years.
Napier was there. He was
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
he was real good. UConn used to be pretty good in boys basketball too. They're not very good in girls basketball right now either, are they? Like they're like decent, I think, but they used to be amazing.
I've seen this TikTok where they like for the recruits, they say they've made it to the Final Four like for the last like 15 years.
Who,
or so.
UConn?
Yeah.
UConn's not even a number
Like
one.
something like that. I was like,
UConn's not even a number 1 seed though this year.
they haven't been. I don't think
Yeah, they're
normally like a 2 or 3 seed.
they were a number 1. I remember like 3 or 4 years ago, they were like they had an undefeated season. They won the championship and everything. Right now, I think South Carolina is the team that's trying to do that. They were undefeated this year, and then they're trying to win the tournament, get completely
I'm not
undefeated.
sure.
Yeah, Missouri won. I think right now the hottest 7 seed. I don't know. Penn State is.
Penn State's getting hot.
I think Penn State was hot. I can't believe they lost. They shouldn't have lost. They almost won. I think Penn State and I think Indiana. I think Big Ten slept on this year. Honestly, I had in one of my brackets I had Illinois beating Arkansas, and it was a decent game. But I think Big Ten slept on. I think Indiana will do good. And
Who's Indiana play?
they play Kent State first game.
I think I had them getting upset by.
They
Penn
ain't gonna
State.
get upset. I think the upsets that's gonna happen today is Grand Canyon's gonna beat Gonzaga. In
I
my
like Grand
opinion,
Canyon. I hope they do well.
I think they'll beat Gonzaga. I mean, unless I like Drew Timme, but I think Gonzaga is gonna get beat. They've had too much success in past years. I think Grand Canyon's always a good team in March to pick. Like they usually have an upset, and I think Drake can beat Miami. I think that's the 2 upsets for today.
What was the other big upsets that's like already happened?
Furman
beat
Virginia, and then there was one
Virginia
more.
just hasn't been doing good here lately.
I mean, Virginia's a slow-paced team, and then you play a team like Furman. Their best. I was watching that game, and they. I
Oh,
don't
the
know.
ending was crazy.
Yeah, I know,
Like,
that 3.
Like,
that
why
dude-
would you do that?
Yeah, he chucked up the ball, and the dude just caught it. I was so excited because in that one bracket that I had perfect, at that time it was so perfect.
Wait,
I was
what
like
happened?
jumping up and down because the dude. Okay, so Furman was pressing Virginia, and the dude. They trapped him in the corner, and the dude just chucks up the ball like this to
like,
half
save
court.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Time was gonna run out.
The Furman dude catches it, and then he dribbles down, and then he hits a dude on the wing, and this dude's wide open for a 3, bangs it, and then they're up by 1 or 2.
Yeah, they go up by
They
1.
go up by 1, and there's like
a second left.
2 seconds or something, and Virginia
like
chucks up a shot, and it
Yeah.
doesn't go in. If that would have went in, that would have been crazy. But yeah, Virginia's just a slow paced team, and they're like, I kind of felt like they had a shot at losing, but Virginia's also a team that's like, they're smart, I guess you could say. They're like calm headed, and they did well, right there. I guess they weren't, but like they're usually a team that's real. I don't know what's the word. What's that word? Whenever you're like independent, but it's not independent. It's like
Let the man
shut
think.
up.
Let the
They're
man
disciplined.
think.
Virginia's disciplined, and that's what I thought maybe they'd win.
I was watching
for.
like the broadcast like of that game, and they said, "Wait, that might have been a different game." Oh, that was Arizona. Never mind.
WVE messed up a lot of people's bracket too.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, WVE's
Everybody
going to
thought
win.
they'd win.
I mean, it was 8-9.
What score of that game? Wasn't like
67,
like
65.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
2-3. Yeah.
West Virginia was like winning the whole time, and then they just blew it.
West Virginia was a lower seed, but I feel like everyone
Yeah,
went into it
everybody.
thinking like
They said
West
that was
Virginia
the
was
best,
actually the higher
like,
seed.
best first round matchup.
Yeah, it was a really
Like
good.
8-9.
Like they were real evenly matched, and it was like, I don't know.
And,
The Big Ten has been. Yeah, that's another Big Ten. Big Ten teams are like, I'm telling you, they're taking over the. I think they're going to do the best this year in the tournament overall, because you already had an SEC team lose an A&M that wasn't supposed to lose
And
to
the
Big
ACC
Ten.
is kind of off this year.
Well, the ACC doesn't even really have any teams in it. They have Miami, which I think is going to get beat to. Duke's going to win the whole thing, but you got Duke, Miami, and like who else is a top ACC team?
Virginia, but they got
Yeah, they got beat. ACC is SEC has dominated this year. SEC and Big 12. Big 12 is probably the best. They have the most teams in it, at least. They were the best
What
conference
about
this
the
year.
old Tar Heels?
They didn't make it.
Do you watch college basketball throughout the
Yeah,
regular season, or just you watch?
I watch college
games?
basketball. I watch college basketball more than I do the NBA. And if I'm going to watch a
I
basketball
think a
game, it's
lot
going
of
to be
people
college
watch
basketball.
more
Or,
like
yeah.
college sports than actual
Yeah.
professional.
Well,
For
sometimes.
sure. I think a lot more people watch college because they think it's like more fun, really.
Well, kids are trying. I feel like sometimes whenever you go to the major league teams or whatever, then it's like people aren't trying to do anything because they already got their money
Once
made.
you get to like the major leagues, it's kind of like more like a business.
Yeah, I
feel
mean,
like.
you're just trying to stay healthy and that sort of thing. But you also have to perform. But it's like at the
But
same
you already
time,
made it.
yeah.
Like college, you're still trying to make it. Like you
Uh-huh.
haven't made it to the.
you're trying to be the
major
best of the
leagues,
best.
yeah.
And like college football is definitely 100% better than
Oh,
the
yeah,
NFL.
it's-
But I'll watch
sure.
the NFL is the only thing that I'll watch like pro. Other than that, I'm watching straight college stuff. But like college football is really good. I like college football better than the NFL. But if I had to if I'm gonna watch a pro sport, it's gonna be the NFL because I like the NFL too.
Watching the
NFL is
Patriots lose every week.
cool. Well, I mainly watch the NFL just because I'm real into freaking fantasy football. Like I get addicted to fantasy football. I sit on my
play
phone.
fantasy football just because
I sit on my phone all day Sunday. Like this year, my Sundays consisted of me watching as many football games as I could while I sat there on my phone, seeing how many points my guys got. Like I was addicted to fantasy football. It was actually bad. Like I'm actually afraid that I'm gonna be like a sports better and be like I don't know if I should ever.
It's
better
so
get
like
good at
easy to just bet on them.
Well, I mean, I was like, it was like everyone put in money for our sports league, and like so, everyone put in money, and like it was like $70 or something. But I wanted that $70 so bad that I was always trying to make the best guys be out on the field. I think I played you in the the championship, and I beat you.
I finally had to
so
give
you
it
got
up.
your $70.
Yeah, I did get the $70, but it was more of the fact that I put in all that time, that hard work, and I
Hey,
ended
it
up
paid off.
Yeah,
It paid off.
like the
You
$70
honestly
didn't
gotta
even
do
really
that.
matter.
You got to get like free agents like.
Yeah,
to
because
2
people
years
get
before
injured
that,
by
I
weeks.
won, and,
I mean,
like,
if
you gotta
you're
be
playing
on
for
every
money, you
week.
better go like all out.
No, and I had the greatest comeback ever. I started off the season I had a really good first week. I had Jonathan Taylor and Saquon Barkley. Week 1, they both had like 30 points apiece. That's 60 points, which is pretty big for 2 running backs in a fantasy football thing. So the first week I scored like 160 points total, which an average is like 100, I'd say, something like that. And I scored 106 points. I was feeling all good, and then Jonathan Taylor, butt cheeks for the whole season, just complete butt cheeks, did awful. And then I started turning it around. I got some, pickups.
Keyword butt cheeks.
Yep. And then I started turning it around. And then once I turned it around, I came back. I started off like 1-5. And then from there, I just turned it around. I came back and I finished the season like, I don't know. What did I finish? I had a positive record because I made the playoffs and I won. So yeah, that's all that matters. It was just, it was fun. I don't know, because every week, especially putting myself in the hole, because then every week I'm like, I have to win this game. I can't lose this game.
Didn't you like lose all the money you won from bets on the Super Bowl?
I didn't.
That's a yes.
I didn't lose it all, but I lost like half of it. Like I won all that money for fantasy, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start betting. I started betting on the playoffs. So I bet Jaguars would beat the Chiefs. That didn't happen. I bet somebody would beat the Eagles. I forget who I bet the Eagles. I think I bet. Do you know who I bet the Vikings or who did I bet that the Eagles would lose to? Oh, I bet San Francisco would beat the Eagles, and I bet I got like 3. I bet like 4 times, and you pay attention. I bet like 4 times, and on 4 of those, bets. I lost all of them but one. But they weren't real expensive bets.
They were with him. He's kind of slow.
What, $20?
sometimes.
No, the bets weren't $20. Thank goodness, because I would have been out then I would have been out all the
Sports
money.
betting's like so easy to lose money.
Yeah, but it's so easy to win money.
I know. Do you see like them
It's
like
like a 50-50 shot.
$5 parlays and you can win like 100,000, like them crazy.
I don't
hits.
even want to do a parlay. I want to do like big stakes on one dude. I want this dude like I want to bet
That's
like
kind of like high risk, high reward.
I know, but that's what I like. Like I want to bet $1,000 that this dude's gonna score the first bucket and get $3,000 if he scores the first bucket. That's what I like. I like intense
That's crazy.
bet. I mean, maybe not that much, but like I want it to be like quick. I don't want to do a parlay. I don't really like the parlays are crazy, but I don't think I would want to do a parlay. Like, I don't know. Parlays just don't interest me. Like it's too easy not to hit on a parlay, but they're also cheap. So I don't know.
So,
Are you a sports bettor?
A little bit. I think I could.
I mean, you
sports bet a
suck at
little bit.
fantasy. You lost to me in fantasy, so maybe you should.
Well, I mean, I was a back-to-back champion. I had to eventually give it up.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I was feeling bad for everybody.
You're
Yeah.
just feeling bad for your time.
Yeah, like
It's like, here, you can have it.
yeah.
No, I think I lost to him not last year, but the previous year. The first year that he won, I lost to him,
I
and then
thought-
Bubby you beat
I
Bubby
beat
last
Bobby in
year.
the finals
Last
2
year.
years ago.
No, last year you
Last
beat
year.
Bubby.
Yeah, because that's when I played.
And then the year before, I thought I beat Cable.
No, you beat me,
Oh, okay.
and then I beat you
Oh,
this
so that was
year.
rematch.
Yeah, last year I had an off year, I had a down year, I had to rebuild this year,
I
so
got
I came
you,
back
I
up
got you.
and came for the title this year. It was my down year. I was saving up draft picks and stuff to get. I got the number 1 overall draft pick this year. That's
You were
why,
just making
because
his
I had a down
research.
year. Yeah. Oh, and then I got Cooper Cup, and then Cooper Cup broke his ankle or whatever. So yeah, I just had an off year. So
So you had your first scrimmage yesterday, right?
I did, yeah.
how
How's
did
that
that go?
going?
I actually
How'd
don't
that
know
go?
how that went. I forgot to ask you. about
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, we kind of did some, because, like, we were doing 25 pitches,
Mm-hmm.
and then we would switch. And they were doing 3 outs and switch.
So there was no scoring.
So, like,
So do you guys think
our
you
first
won?
inning, they scored probably, like, 1 run that they should have scored, and they scored, like, 2 that shouldn't. So,
Did you
How-
score
what
any
was the
points?
final, do you think?
it was
who
it was like
performed
4
better?
to 3 them.
4-3 them.
Oh, so,
Oh,
they
so
beat
you lost?
Yeah.
What the heck?
I thought this was like
'Cause we
River's
could've
year for
scored-
baseball.
Yeah.
They scored 1 run that they actually should have scored. The other 2
They
runs,
shouldn't have, or they
They
should have.
should have.
They should have scored.
They scored 1 run that count actually, but the other 2 runs were like after we made the 3rd out, so I wouldn't count.
So it was bad umping, or was there any umps?
no, because
There's no umps in a scrimmage.
I don't know. I mean, there's refs in a scrimmage for basketball.
yeah, we have umps.
Oh yeah, see, there is umps.
I mean,
So was it
Because
bad
we were
umps?
doing like we were doing 25 pitches. So the first inning we got like our 3 outs, no runs, but whoever was throwing was like 19 pitches in, so we had to stay out there until we got to 25, and we did that every inning. So
you played
we-
Shenandoah, right?
we played
Caldwell.
Oh,
Is Caldwell good? Or are they supposed to be good this year?
Eh,
So
I mean,
Rivers just gonna be mid this
they're
year.
all right.
Baseball is what you're saying.
no, you just
Who's your starting 9? Or is that how many's in
It
baseball?
isn't going to be another first round exit to Frontier.
Yeah, I mean, that's been like the
not gonna
past
happen.
3
It better
years.
not.
Nah,
be.
not
And it's the
happening this
Frontier too, every single time.
You heard it from
Is
here.
Frontier even good?
I just hope we don't play Frontier in the playoffs.
That's like us and basketball with Shady Side, or even football.
Yes, because we killed Frontier 3 times last
Well,
year.
we beat them twice in
during the
basketball.
regular season.
Uh-huh.
We come down to the playoffs and they just
Yeah.
So you guys here first. Max.
you hear it from me, yeah.
Frontier
We're
jump
not
on River
gonna lose to
Baseball. They
Frontier.
want you. They want you in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Come get us if you're watching.
I actually think some people from Frontier. They used to watch that at least, so I don't know. I think they follow us
We're
on
going
TikTok.
over there Wednesday or Tuesday for scrimmage, so
Yeah, so I guess we'll
they
see.
can say something if they.
Oh,
want.
you scrimmage Frontier?
Yeah.
So do you not play
Wednesday.
in the regular season?
Ethan
No,
Snyder.
we play
Ethan
every-
Snyder was real big on it whenever we first started. He's like, I see you guys are starting a
Oh,
podcast.
really?
I was like, yeah, he plays
Yeah,
baseball.
they can
Doesn't
come say something. To me.
Oh.
Number 8 on the field.
Go sit down. Are we
Go sit down.
recording
You're not
still?
in this episode, and this is your 3rd appearance. You're like freaking Gabe from wanting all this screen
Are we
time
still
whenever it's not even
recording?
your episode.
Come on, go check.
You know what Marshall does all day long? He plays with Legos. I about said something else, but
Yeah.
Just go sit down.
Oh yeah, you built the pyramid of Giza last night.
He's a big Lego guy, right?
He is
here.
a big Lego.
I
He
did.
he made Kennedy flowers out of Legos. He
Facts.
built a meth lab out of Legos.
I did,
From Breaking Bad,
yep,
the
crystal
RV,
ship.
and then he just built the. How many Legos do you have? Legos are
I don't know.
expensive.
I used to be like,
They are expensive.
yeah, they are. I used to be really big into.
How
them.
much was actually like? You can continue. Actually, go ahead.
I used to be like really big into them, and that's all I did was build Legos, and I have like these big cases of Legos. I was like mostly like car sets like campers and trucks and stuff like that. And yeah, it's about
What? How much was the Pyramid of Giza? Because that's like a big.
it was like
one.
over 100.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's one of the bigger.
Yeah,
sets.
that was like
And
it's
How many
huge.
pieces was in it?
1,500.
How long did it take you
1,500?
to build the whole thing?
2 nights.
He just
So
sits
you,
on his.
you just sit there for 2 nights and just build it.
Yep.
Like once you open it, you ain't.
The one night
Yeah,
he
so-
watched me and Clee play Fortnite, while he
Okay.
played with his Legos,
Yeah. Because
He
my
just-
Fortnite, it wasn't updated.
and he just.
But
played
like,
with his
I might
Legos.
like put a YouTube video on or some music, and I just chill.
Yeah.
Pretty relaxing.
I don't know. I never
mean,
could build Legos.
I'd much rather do that than homework. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like, also if you could be playing video games or something that time too.
mine wasn't updated.
Okay, but you could be doing something.
just let him
else.
be, Ty.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you do you.
What's wrong with Legos?
Nothing. I just suck
So
at
you're-
building Legos.
Saying some bad stuff about Legos. About
No,
Legos.
I just can't do it.
What's
So I'm a
wrong?
hater because I can't do it.
What's wrong with you today?
Do you like? Can you build Legos? Like, were you good whenever you were?
Okay.
Whenever you were a kid,
I was decent at it. I wasn't like
See,
really,
I would
really
like-
good.
I'd like build them whenever I was a kid, and I'd get halfway through it, and then I'd break it, and then I'd just throw it, and I'd be like, I'm done with this.
Last night, a couple times, I kind of like broke it and I had to rebuild it.
Yeah, I
then-
don't have the patience for it.
Yeah, it's tough.
I feel like you have to be a very
And it was
You have to be
patient
patient.
person.
with them bigger
Same
sets,
thing with puzzles.
I've never done
Puzzles.
a puzzle.
Puzzles
Yeah,
are. I don't like it.
We
at
should
all.
do a puzzle because I've never done.
puzzles are tough, but they're also like fun. I
That's
feel
he's like that weird grandpa that likes
I
to do like.
I used to do puzzles, man.
I've never done a puzzle. I don't think like I've done like little puzzles, but like. Yeah, I know. He's like, I've never done a puzzle.
They're
I
not
used to
fun
do
at all.
puzzles.
He's into all the old man stuff. Is what it
Antiques,
is. Yeah, antiques is
puzzles.
another thing. Puzzles.
What can I say?
She's
I
an
was,
old soul.
I was born in the wrong generation, I guess.
You should be. Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm guiding them in this generation.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you like to watch TikTok.
yeah. It's pretty addicting. I need to stop.
Yeah, TikTok is bad. I
is
want to
bad.
stop, but like the only reason I don't stop using TikTok is because at school I get so bored because I don't have any classes. Like
Yeah.
I have college classes that I need to do, but like
School's so
I do them,
boring.
and then I don't have anything else to do in my study hall, so I just watch TikTok. Like I actually think I could quit using TikTok if I didn't have
You
study
just
halls
had,
at school.
like, if you had something to do.
Yeah, and I
Like,
don't
there's
have. You
literally
can't do anything
nothing
at
to
school.
do at school.
If like anything else other than like, there's nothing to do. I can't
Yeah,
do
exactly.
anything.
We just shoot basketball. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And half the time you get yelled at for that too because you don't have somebody watching you or
Factual,
whatever. So
yep.
if I could go to the gym, I would actually probably just shoot basketball all day if I could, but you can't because people get mad and stuff because you don't have a advisor or whatever. So
What do you guys think about? Did you see that thing about the CEO of TikTok doesn't even allow his like children to watch TikTok,
is the CEO from America or China?
like China? I think.
Yeah, China. Well, China has strict bans on it. Is
They
weird.
have
It was
bans on
weird.
everything.
They want to bring it to America because like the bans or whatever because everything's
well, it's been
happening.
in like the courts for a while. Like,
Yeah.
trying to get them.
Yeah,
like,
and then they
banned.
did that 18 years or older, or else you're gonna get like screen time ban. But that's not like 100% because the screen, it's like you can turn that off. So it's like anything
Yeah.
else. It's like a parent could do that anyways to a kid, but I mean they can just turn it off whenever they
Yeah.
want. It's on the phone, so it's not like that's not really a big deal. That like people thought it was gonna be a big deal. It's really not because of how it's constructed or whatever. But yeah, nobody wants it in the China, and if they just brought it to the U.S., then all of this stuff with TikTok would probably go away. Because the main thing is that they're afraid that China's like getting intel, but I don't know.
That's crazy. You guys got anything else?
Yeah, pretty good talk.
Yeah, definitely a lot of sports in this one.
lot of
Another
sports.
pod down.
Maybe you can be our sports guy. You got a hole right there.
Yeah. I got another hole in the back too. Freaking cheap stuff. It was like expensive too.
Yeah, because you bought it at a concert.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's like
A couple
$40
slaps.
maybe.
I think it was more than that.
Yeah,
Right?
it's probably like
Like,
60.
it's stupid. Yeah.
Concerts.
What is it?
Who was it?
Motley Crue.
Name 5 songs.
Yeah, name 5 songs.
Come on, right here.
Do it. This is how we'll end it. Name
Oh.
5 songs. Motley Crue.
Livewire. Girls, girls, girls.
You're naming some random songs.
And you gotta sing a part of it at the end.
No.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna
Nah.
All right, continue. That's 2.
Um,
You got 2. Are you a true fan? You went to a concert?
Yeah,
and you
yes,
can't
I
name
know.
5
5 songs.
It's taking you a long
It's
time.
tough.
Yeah, come on.
Put me on a spot like this.
Come on.
Why can I not think of any other
Yeah,
songs?
'cause you don't-
I
you're
know,
not a true
no,
fan.
I know
No, you
3
don't.
other songs. What the heck's their biggest hit?
I don't know. You tell me.
You should. Yeah,
You're
you
the
should
fan.
know.
You went to a concert.
You guys put me on the spot.
Yeah, we
Come on,
did.
North.
And you can't name them.
I don't know.
You're not a true fan.
Yes. I
Just
am.
think about it.
All right, that's enough thinking. Come on, let's go. All right, he's not a true fan. I say we wrap it up here. You can't do it.
Whatever. I mean, it's tough. You ever watch some TikToks or like name 5 songs? They put you on the spot. It sucks.
I can name 5 songs.
Still name 5 songs.
Yeah,
Yes, I
you just
do.
don't know 5
And
songs.
say it.
Okay, name 5 songs. Name top 5 bands.
Top 5 bands. I don't know what
Kickstart My Heart, Molly Crew.
Yeah, there you
See?
go.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
You're on your phone.
Home Sweet Home.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, now they're flooding back. Oh, I knew
yeah,
that one.
obviously.
I knew
yeah,
that
I
one.
remember now.
I knew that one. I knew that.
Our backstage crew is being pretty grumpy today. Like,
He's just mad. He wants all. He's Gabe. He's literally Gabe. He wants all the screen
you guys
time.
ever watch like Nelk Boys? He's Gabe.
Yeah, he wants all the screen time he can get.
I'm Gabe. I'm stunned.
Are you stereotyping right now, bud?
I'm stunned.
This is why we said what we said earlier.
Exactly. Yep.
You're a bully. You're just a bully. Clay should be banned from CaveTalk.
He should be banned for life.
You're just mad 'cause you're not me.
All right.
I think
Well,
that's it. You guys got anything else? Well, we're gonna try to start.
Due to
getting
Martian
some-
not being able to name 5 songs, I think we're gonna have to wrap
Whatever.
it up.
I'm gonna take it over.
Whatever.
Listen, guys. Would you like yeah, okay, Gabe.
I don't have anything else to say. I think it's time to wrap it up here. So
Yeah, I don't have
But
anything
like,
else.
we're trying to get some guests on here soon.
yeah, probably.
What you guys? Are we gonna do challenges again? Or what do you think?
I don't know. Maybe we'll do a challenge, like not like a direct episode for a challenge,
We gotta
but
find
like
a good one,
during the
Yeah.
episode, maybe do something. I don't
Maybe
know.
comment down below what you guys want us to do, like challenge wise, or even
Yeah.
guest. Comment the guest you want on here. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like who you want.
Yeah.
We can get anybody.
Yeah. Make sure you guys follow on TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah,
at
Marshall needs to
CaveTalk
keep the clips going.
podcast.
Slacking.
Right here. And yeah, thank you guys for watching again.
Yep.
If you like it, subscribe, share, whatever. And we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
See ya.
Ooh.